what's up you guys, this is Rob from the Gay Guy Plays, and today on the daily grind slash dress to kill, I have too many series names. I don't know, it's like a little mixture of both, because we're gonna go ahead and take a look at the Zener skin as well as the Capacitor skin. We'll take them in mission, I'll show you the customizations and all of that. What do you guys think? Do I have too many series names? Should I just be like, here's today's episode of what I think you should be watching? Let me know in the comments below. Regardless, after yesterday's episode of Dress to Kill, where I kind of went over the 10th Gen haul and kind of gave you guys an overview of everything that I purchased, I wanted to show you kind of like further customization. Now, on those videos, a lot of what tends to happen is that I get the skins and I kind of just want to customize them so that they're nice enough for me to show you in my own style. However, legitimately, some of those initial customizations I'm not always the fondest of when I go and look back at them. You know, it's kind of like old high school pictures. You're like, what was I wearing in that picture? No. So I kind of wanted to go ahead and take a look at that and kind of revise some of the looks that I did, with one being the Zener skin. As you can see, it's undergone some changes from the last one, so I figured I would go ahead and show you those customizations, and we'll start while I chat. So basically what ends up happening is I get really like, I'm like the first, like literally the day ones on all of those customizations, I'm like, okay, I just need to make you look pretty, and cause I need to make like five or six skins look pretty all at once, right? I need like 5 or 6 skins to look pretty all at once, and it can be a real stress pot. Like there were some that I struggled with, and we'll discuss that, you know, in a different video when I cover those items, and it can be very irritating. And honestly, legit, I had pizza and a milkshake yesterday because I was so stressed. I was like, I cannot even like fathom my stress with this. Now, one of the things that I did want to do is I'm actually using this with the Edo Prime attachments, so you can see that. But what I really do like with this is if you take off the Edo Prime, and I'm just going to give you a little bit of a sneak peek, I do like it with the original Volt Prime attachments on there without the Edo Prime armor, but I figured I would go ahead and show you what this looks like with Edo Prime, because the next one you will actually see is the Prime variant of this, and I kept a lot of the same colors from the Grax skins because I really like that in the Prime skins. So this is kind of like what it looks like with the Prime variant on there. Very happy. I really like the skin. The only thing that I do want to kind of make note of is this back panel is a little bit tricky to color. Don't always, one of the things that you need to make sure you do is when you are coloring your Warframes, also look at the back end. Listen, just because he got a nice old front end for you to look at doesn't mean that you shouldn't be looking at the back too, because while this governs like the front and you're like, oh cool, that's a cool pop of color, it can look very strange on the back. And you know, I'm looking at the back a lot of the time because, you know, that's how you play the game, so it's something to definitely pay attention to, and I found this to be a little bit fiddly when we did the back attachments. So this is how it looks with the Prime, not accessories, but like his Prime bits toggled on. And I do quite like it a lot. I really like the look. However, I wanted to give you a little bit of a variant with the Edo Prime armor set, especially maybe if you don't have Volt Prime yet and you're just going to be using, you know, the standard Volts. Of course, we've got a little bit of rose gold action going on over there. And one of the things that I did not mention is the two colors I really like for his energy. I really like this kind of like soft silvery, like electric-y blue, and I really do like this electric red. Now, if you guys have never seen it, it was actually in a different video game. I think it was like City of Villains. I know that game's over and done with, but City of Villains had really cool red energy, electrical energy effects, and I absolutely loved it. Now we're moving on to the Capacitor skin, as you can see right now. And this one, again, because of, remember how I was talking about the Prime details yesterday, where we had the weird shoulder pieces that just, you know, just didn't. I'm going to show you another variation of this, but because of the fact that it's tied to the main color, you're kind of locked into it. Now, of course, you can't use any weirder or flashier colors with this. Well, let's just do this real quick, because it can be a little bit difficult. Like, let's go into the main color. So if I were to use like a really cool bright tone, which actually works really well with the faceted gem tone area, it's also going to color that, and it can be a little bit garish to the eyes, if I'm going to be frank with you. So what I've actually gone and done is I've just used the Edo Prime armor set to kind of offset it and to kind of make it a little bit different so that it's not 100% attached. But I think it looks really well with this kind of like soft rosy metallic. I don't want to call it rose gold because it's not rose gold. That is not a gold, that is a rose. But I think it looks absolutely fantastic with that, and I did come up with one more look for this, and I actually want to show it to you on my just standard volts. So this is what I'm talking about with that gem tone, with the not the gem tone, but like the facets of the gems looks absolutely insane. I love it. I love it, and I love using flashy colors on it because it almost feels like a gemstone, and with gemstones you can do weird different colors. I don't feel so locked into like metallic on it. I think it's really, really pretty, and I love the way that it fits in with the Capacitor armor set. So that's absolutely fantastic. Let me go ahead and show you the customizations for that. This one's actually very plain. I do like the navies on Volt for some reason when I do like a toned down color, but I think that when you're doing such bright pops of color that it's good to have a fairly neutral base and then kind of kick it up with like all of these, because if you have really loud colors all over the place, it can really detract. Let me hold on. Let's do some different colory looks with this real quick. Like, see, like even those navies and even those pinks look really, really nice with this. And the cool part is because of the fact that it's not attached to the accessory set, you can layer different tones with this. I mean, I think that actually looks kind of cool on its own, but because of the fact that the Volt Prime armor set is legit attached to the main customization of the frame, you can't vary it like that. You can't have like this cool multi-tonal, because I think it would be awesome if you could do the Volt Prime armor set, have that on the, you know, accessories portion, and then do like a real cool gem tone, and then have the rose gold metallics of the Prime set. But that's just me getting a little too carried away. Even the green looks kind of cool there. Look at that with the top of his head. Look at the top of his head with the little two spikes. Oh, it looks really, really cool. But those are my customizations, so I hope you guys enjoyed that. I'm pretty sure that I showed you everything, right? Pretty sure that I showed you everything. If I didn't show you everything, let me know. I'm going to show you everything right now anyway, so it doesn't really fucking matter. But yeah, so I want to go ahead and jump into game with a couple of these ones. I'll probably show you the main Zener skin, and I'll probably show you like the rosier version of Volt. So let's go ahead and jump into that gameplay. Alright, now I know this is going to sound super geeky, but I don't know if you guys are like the same way that I am. But sometimes you kind of color things based on like other video games that you played. Like, oh my god, look at that! It's like this cool corally red. It's so pretty. And that's the one thing that you need to pay attention to, is because sometimes the colors that you end up. Ooh, let's refresh our shields. Sometimes the colors that you end up seeing in game are on the palette, I mean, are not necessarily the same colors that it looks like in-game. And that's one of the biggest things. That's why you definitely need to kind of like run into these missions to double and triple check to make sure that everything, you know, is like on the up and up, right? And that's why, and the thing that kind of sucks and does make it a little bit difficult is the fact that each of these missions have very different lighting. So it's hard to always tell exactly how everything is going to be, but oh, I love it. I might actually take the energy color slightly redder, but I do really like this coral on him as well. It's really different, and it's the one thing that kind of pisses me off. I don't know if it's the same for the rest of you guys, but for me, I get a little bit, I guess you would say like, I guess the word for it is anal. I get a little bit anal when it comes to matching elemental colors. At least I used to. Ooh, I'm gonna die. Oh, I saw it coming, and I was like in the middle of a capacitance, and I was like, I'm dead. 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 But yeah, no, that's the one thing that extra shield will not prevent you from. Just as a reminder. Now Bob's fireplace is down. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I can give you all the over shields in the world, but I cannot provide you with Come on. Damn it, it's too late. But I cannot provide you with, he's gonna die too. But I cannot provide you, with, extra health. That's the one thing shields won't do. But it's okay. It's okay. We got this. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. But yeah, no, one of the things that I used to get, and I still feel like I get a little bit, OCD on. Oh, did I get it? Yeah, I did. Yes. One thing of things that I get a little bit OCD on are matching elemental effects. So you know how there's like a silver effect that, not silver effect, there's like a purpley effect that comes with the electric procs. I wish, and I mean, I guess they can't really do it because they can't make it universal, but I wish that they would make that match to the energy color of the frame that you're playing. Because legitimately, that drives my OCD crazy. And it's cool, it's a little bit better with Volt than it is with Chroma, because with Volt, technically, what you're hitting them with is, what is it called? Is the discharge. There you go. Oh god, discharge sounds like a terrible word. All of the discharge. But yeah, you're hitting them with the discharge, and that's what's actually proccing on them. All of the electricity that's kind of coming off of them is technically discharge and not actually electricity. Does that make any sense? It's not like an actual electric proc. It's actually just the discharge effect that kind of comes off of them. But yeah, that's kind of like one of the things that makes it a little bit easier with Volt, and that's why I'm more willing to take a little bit of a chance when it comes to Volt, because of the fact that you get a little bit more freedom when it comes to him. Now, where's my teammate? I know that he's like waiting for me, but we gotta do this. Listen, hold these little balls in place. I can't have all these balls slapping me around left, right, and center. But I think that's pretty much the Volt Zener, the first one in game. We can actually just go ahead and jump into, let's do one more. Let's just do one more cool effect with that. Oh, kind of show off all of those effects. But yeah, that's one of the things that's very important to do too, is definitely go into a mission and check out the way that it looks in real life. Because I might make this a little bit redder. There are a couple of really cool reds that come off orangey, but because I don't necessarily want a straight up red tone on this. I don't want like, you know, like the blood red Loki tone. I kind of want that corally, bricky red tone. Does that make any sense? Am I nuts? I feel like it just needs to be a little bit darker, so I might actually take it one level down. All right, so for this one, I figured I would go ahead and use the soft blue one with the Volt Prime, but I wanted to use a sword a lot too because I really did like this this sword by Pro Citizen. I like it a lot. Like, I really do stinking like this sword a lot. It's weird how like Fashion Frame can really affect your weapon usage. I know that sounds really weird, but like I haven't really felt the need nor want to do like a single-handed sword. But oh my god, if you think about it, this is like the perfect time to do it, right? Because we're gonna get the single-handed sword, and then we're also going to be getting the single-handed sword, but at the same time we're also going to be getting the dual wielding thing. So it'll be kind of cool to have access to that. I think we're only getting the glaives first. So I guess maybe I'm a little too eager, but I'm sure that the rest will be up and coming pretty soon. We'll get machetes and I'm sure single-handed swords fairly soon to follow. I'm just going to guess that it's this way. Is it up here? Oh, I don't know, but regardless, I'm totally feeling this rose metallic. And that's kind of like one of the reasons why I like this skin a lot. And that's why it's kind of like hard for me to be like, oh, which one is my favorite? I do like the Zener skin a lot because it's simple and clean. But the fact that this has like all that cool faceting on it really kind of like, it definitely has me doing a Fashion Frame gasm. You can't really see it in this, like, oh, there you go. You just get little touches of it, which I am quite fond of. Where is this going to come from? Is it like here? They're liars. But no, yeah, I really like the looks of it on this frame, especially with, you know, the lighting bits and all that kind of stuff. And I don't know, it just really kind of like makes you want to play frames that you haven't picked up before. And as somebody who's a veteran, and let's be real, there are certain times, and I'll address it now. You know, we all get a little bit burnt out some days. Like some days, all I want to do is play a little bit of League of Legends, or sometimes I just want to play a little bit of Smite. Just a little bit of something different, and this kind of really helps me get through some of the hurdles, you know, where you're like, oh, okay, I need to spice things up a bit. Sometimes it's just like looking at something cool and new, right? And that's definitely what Fashion Frame does for me. It really gets me excited about playing frames that maybe I hadn't picked up in a while, maybe gets me re-inspired, and sometimes there are just some frames you don't like because they look, you know, butt ugly. No offense to anyone, but I feel like that's kind of like the reality of it. There are just some frames that maybe aren't the prettiest frames on the block. Oh, I'm gonna catch up with y'all. Hopefully. Am I catching up with people, or did I just go the wrong way? I don't know. Is everybody up? I don't even know now. I don't know. But you know what? I think maybe everybody was waiting for me or something. But let's go ahead and jump in and kind of like massacre all these people here. Like, it just looks so fantastic, and I'm really sad that the shoulder pieces, because I did like, you know what I need to do before we go? I do need to kind of tune back in. I'll show you guys the build that I'm using. This is just the standard volt capacitance build. People will always ask at some point in time anyway. But yeah, so we'll show you the build and we'll show you the shoulder pieces with this on just the regular volt. What is this? Oh my god, they're already all there. I'm like super far behind, aren't I? I just got sidetracked. But yeah, let's go ahead. We'll do one more shot of this so that you guys can kind of take a look. Look at the rosy metallic in this light. It always makes me happy. Alright, so for those of you guys interested, here is the capacitance build that I was using in the video, and let me go ahead and show you guys the volt customization. Where are ya? Without the shoulder pieces. This is what I actually like. I'm like, oh my god, this is really cute, and I wish that we were able to do this with the normal stuff, but actually let me get that out of his hands because it's a little bit distracting. Sorry, Zenith, I love you, but listen, we're trying to make a video here. So what we're gonna do, go into attachments, and we're gonna just put on the normal Volt armor, and I feel like it blends so much better with this whole setup than the Volt Prime armor pieces, and that's kind of like the thing that sucks, is because of the fact that we don't get that option with the standard Volt Prime, you know, when we toggle off all of the Volt accessories and whatnot. But that pretty much does it. I hope you guys like the customizations that I showed you today. Hopefully get some inspiration out of them. Hopefully you can kind of tweak around the new Volt skins from the 10 Gen market. But yeah, if you guys want to, leave me in the comments what skin set you want me to cover next. The Avaro ones, maybe you want me to take a closer look at the Limbo ones, anything that you'd like, maybe even take a look at some of the SANDRs. Leave me your feelings in the description box below. We can do a little bit of a deeper dive into each of those pieces, do a little bit of a discussion as to why I customize certain things certain ways, and that pretty much does it. There's a hotfix deploying, so I gotta get my ass out of here. So as always, love somebody, hurt nobody, and touch your body. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye!